Hello, magnificent human beings. My name is Landon with Yoga New Mexico, where we focus on empowerment, alignment, and strength. You are in the right place, capable and strong. What are we going to do today? It is Downward Facing Dog Full Class Friday. Yes. And we've been doing Downward Facing Dog all week. If you have not checked out the educational piece on Wednesday, I highly recommend you do that. If it is your first time here, please subscribe. We have a full 55-minute class ready to get you rolling through your Downward Facing Dog. So go ahead and roll out your mat, and I will roll the intro screen. Thank you so much for being here. Go ahead and find yourself in a comfortable seated position here on your mat. Hands can be wherever you like, on your knees, on your lap, wherever they are. Roll your shoulders back, eye gaze just above the horizon. Close your eyes and begin focusing on your breath. Inhales through the nose. Exhales out the nose. Inhales through the nose. Slow exhales out the nose. Don't let that air rush out. Keeping with your slow, steady, calm breath. And allowing an intention to surface, something simple, something gentle, something profound, something calming, whatever you wish. Sealing your intention, 3 cleansing breaths. Inhale through the nose. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. Once more. Inhale through the nose. Inhale, inhale. Create space. Exhale out the mouth. Open up your eyes. Very good. Go ahead and swing your legs on around. Coming into that brief staff pose. Put a little bend in your knees and inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold on down. Hands grab out for those shins, ankles, feet, wherever you like, and relax. Inhales, lengthen your spine. Exhales, help you fold. Slowly come on back. Bring your left heel on in for your Janu Shavasana, seated forehead to knee. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold on down. And if you only come this far because you're still trying to keep that flat back, that's fine. Really focusing on a flat back today because that is a very big theme in our downward facing dog. So keeping with that straight, that flat spine. Inhales, lengthen. Exhales, help you hinge at your hips. And come on back. Bring that leg on out and bring that opposite heel on in. All right, and inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge. Keep with your breath. And some practices are easier than others, right? Like typically I can come quite a bit farther with still keeping my flat back here, but you wake up sore, or you went running, or you were working out, whatever it may be. So just knowing that whatever you are doing here in your practice, wherever you are, is perfectly fine. Come on back. Bring that foot out. Regular staff pose. Go ahead and swing your legs on around. Tabletop. Fingertips spread wide. Knees, hips distance. Just a few cat-cows. Inhale, look up, drop your belly, eye gaze lifts. Exhale, cat, round your spine, push the earth away from you. Inhale, look up, drop your belly, eye gaze lifts. And exhale, round your spine, cat. Inhale for that cow, Bitlasana, and cat, Marjriasana. Holding right here, go ahead and bring your toes together, separate your knees, and come on back. So sitting down on those heels, and then threading the needle. So right hand comes underneath that left armpit. We're stretching out our shoulders because there's a lot of stuff that happens in our shoulders in our down dog. So walk that hand out and laying on down here, taking a couple breaths. Just breathe. Slow, 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 come back up. Shake it out, move around. Left hand threads underneath. Opposite side. And you can put your ear on the mat, you can put your forehead on the mat, whatever feels best for you. Wherever you are, relax, take a couple breaths. Coming back. Shift your weight forward into that tabletop. Wag it out, move it around. Okay, so take a mental note of where your palms are on the mat and then lower your elbows down to this point. Forearms on the mat. Coming into your puppy pose. And if you like, tuck your toes and you can gently move your glutes back towards your heels, but relax your shoulders. Remember, breath is extremely important. So take 3 really, really big breaths here, relaxing your forehead on the mat if you can, wherever you are. Big breaths, filling up that body with air. Coming forward, tabletop. Wag it out, move it around. Okay, and then in your own time, as you like, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Pedal out, getting loose. And if you watched Wednesday's class, I talked a lot about being in plank and then coming into down dog, but also it's good to just kind of wake things up here in your full practice. So walking it out, alternating your heels,
Coming into that flat back down dog, coming into that rounded. Just kind of moving around, waking things up a little bit. We'll worry about that perfect posture later. Still keeping up with our warm up here. Identify your left leg, three-legged, bring it through, set it in between your hands. Keep your hands on the mat. Lower down to your back knee, untuck your toes, and hands come on up. Modified crescent lunge. Breathe. Very good. Only by a couple of inches, tilting your torso towards the back of the mat. Opening up that front body. Breathe. Right hand comes all the way down on the inside of that foot. Left hand up overhead, twisting. And left hand to that knee, right hand to your knee as well. Walk your hands back so they're closer to that upper thigh. Shoulders roll back, and then sink on down into your hips. Eye gaze lifts, breathe. Come back. Awesome. Both hands on the inside of that foot. And then walk this left foot up and out towards that top left corner of your mat. Hands nice and strong. And then allow this left knee to fall on out. Coming into a brief lizard pose. We won't be here for too long. Coming down to your forearms, that's an option, but maybe just staying here for a few breaths wherever you like. You can always tuck those toes behind you. Coming into a more full expression. And wherever you are, heel toe that foot back to a neutral position. Hands on the mat. Tuck your back toes. Downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Walk it out. Getting loose. Okay. Next side. Right foot comes through. Base of your lunge. Lower down to that back knee. Untuck your toes. And bring your hands on up. Full crescent lunge, your modified crescent lunge. Breathe. Awesome job. And tilting that torso towards the back of the studio. Feeling that opening in that front body. Breathe. And left hand comes all the way down. Right hand up overhead, twisting. Feeling how that breath creates that expansion through your body. Exhales help facilitate your twist. And bring that hand to that knee. Left hand to your knee as well. Walk your hands back just a little bit. And sinking on down into your hips. Eye gaze lifts. Calm, steady breaths. Just breathe. Come back to neutral. Both hands inside of that foot. And heel toe that right foot up and out towards that top right corner of your mat, and then allow this knee to fall on out. Very good. Separate your hands, or separate those fingertips nice and wide, and as always, if you wish, briefly you can come up onto that back foot, helping to deepen, whatever you wish. Just a couple more breaths, we won't be here for long.
Heel to that foot back to neutral. And hands on the mat. Downward facing dog. Pedal it out, walk it out. Very good. Walking your feet all the way up to your hands for forward fold. Forward fold, Uttanasana, relax. Inhale, half lift, and exhale, forward fold. Chin is the last to rise, coming all the way up. Hands up overhead. Squeeze your glutes. Exhale, let it go. Relax your hands by your sides. Shake it out. Pedal out your feet. Brief crescent moon series. Hands come together. Interlace your fingers. Point your fingers. Come out. Bring them on up here next to those biceps. And eye gaze out in front of you. Steady, calm breaths. Inhale, create space through your torso. Hinging to the left. Breathe. Crescent moon. Hold strong. And coming on back. Excellent work. Next side. Inhale, create space, lengthen through your torso, then hinging to the right. Eye gaze just above the horizon. Breathe. Biceps by your ears. Coming back to neutral and softly let it go. Shake it out. Move around. Okay. So, getting back down towards the mat, getting finally into that proper downward facing dog. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold on down. Okay, hands on the mat. Step it all the way back into your plank pose. So doing your checks in your plank. Fingertips spread wide. Shoulders slightly over those wrists. You're high on those tippy toes. And remember, as you transition back into down dog, don't move your hands or your feet. Keep them exactly where they are. Lead with your tailbone. Coming on back. Downward facing dog. Stay here. It might feel weird because you have a really wide stance, but that's fine. Don't worry about getting your heels to touch. Soft knees are bent, tailbone lifts, press through those hands. We'll be in our down dog for about 5 breaths. So remember, strong fingertips, strong forearms, push into the mat, relax your neck, lift that tailbone, soft knees. 2 or 3 more breaths. Left leg, 3-legged down dog. Bring it through. Base of your lunge. And hands come up overhead. Full crescent lunge. Down dog. Intense posture, I know. Okay, right elbow in at your sternum, left on top of right, and eagle wrap. Bring those hands in. From here, swing those arms out, ground down your back heel, warrior 2. Doing your checks, seeing that your heels here are in one line, or maybe if you like that heel in line with the middle of your arch, whichever one is totally fine. Eye gaze softly over that hand. Strong feet on the mat, strong legs. Engage your inner thighs just a little, and then engage your pelvic floor, and then you can lift out of that low back. Breathe. Hands come all the way down to the mat. And downward facing dog, but be present of your down dog. Are you taking that shallow stance, or are you taking that wider stance? Flat back, tailbone lifts, soft knees, relaxing your head in between your shoulders.
Breathe. Okay, right leg comes through, base of your lunge, and hands up overhead, crescent lunge. Steady, focused, calm breaths. Left elbow in, right on top of left. Eagle wrapping your arms. Just hold here. Nice deep breaths, getting into those shoulders a little bit. And then in one fancy move, bring those arms out. Ground down that back heel. Warrior two. Doing your checks. Awesome. So warrior two, we talk a lot about, tucking your tailbone and stuff like that. And there's other things that need to happen before that, such as your strong feet, engage your inner thighs, then you engage your pelvic floor, and then you can lift out of that low back. So you can create power from here down and lifting from kind of here up. Hold in your warrior two. Couple more breaths. Hands, windmill, all the way down. And be present, be mindful, downward facing dog. Shift your weight forward into that plank. Lowering onto your knees if you wish, or staying in that full plank, whichever one you like. Rolling those shoulders back just a little bit. Eye gaze forward, and lower halfway out. Push it back up. Lower all the way down. Everything comes down. Raise on up. Upward facing dog. Child's pose. Bring it back. Relax. Relaxing in your child's pose, your balasana. Just breathe. Slowly, slowly, walking on back. All right, so Thunderbolt, tuck your toes. So we're going to stretch out those arches just a little bit. 3 to 5 breaths. Relax, slowing everything down, just breathe. Inhales, lengthen your spine. Exhales, shoulders come down and back. Weight shifts forward. Release those toes. You can kind of kick them out, make the ground rumble a little bit. Awesome. Okay, downward facing dog. But remember, trying not to come into it from this position because that gives us bad habits. So plank pose first, and then from plank, downward facing dog. Okay, left leg, bring it through, base of your lunge, set down your back knee, untuck your toes, hands onto your hips. So staying right here, take that right hand, bring it on the outside edge of that right knee, and then left hand comes all the way back into your lunging Shiva, modified dancing Shiva, but however you like. Twisting, breathe. And bring that hand all the way back to your knee. Very good.
All right, so bring this left foot in, shallow it up just a little bit. Right hand comes out in front of you. Actually, your left hand. I'm getting things confused. So we did like lunging Shiva this way, but we're going to do the full version the other way. So just follow me here. You've got it. Take that left hand, bring it out in front of you, and turn your thumb down. So left hand out in front, thumb down, and then trust that weight into that left leg and stand on up into that dancing Shiva. Grab for the outside edge of that knee. Once you're comfortable here, then you can come on back, twisting. Eye gaze over that back hand. Breathe. And bring your hand back to that knee. Hold here and interlace your fingers underneath that knee. Roll your shoulders back. Just hold here. And set that foot down. Shake it out, kick it out. Very good. Inhale, hands up. Squeeze your glutes. Exhale, big sigh. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, swan dive. All the way down, forward fold. Hands on the mat. Brief downward facing dog. And tabletop. Very good. Wag it out, shake it out. Okay, so take your right foot, bring it up, place it in between those hands, and bring your hands up onto your hips. Left hand crosses over, grabbing the outside edge of that knee. Right hand comes around for that lunging Shiva, your twist. Keep with your breath. Keep with your focus. And come on back. Very good. Okay. Hands on your hips. Right hand, bring it on out. This thumb, turn it down. Shallow up your stance if you need to. So you know where we're going. Strong right foot. All that weight onto this leg. And then standing on up into dancing Shiva. Breathe. And as you wish, bringing this hand all the way back. Twisting. Bring your hand back to your knee and go ahead and interlace your fingers underneath that knee. Roll your shoulders back, eye gaze forward. Holding here, trying to absorb the weight of that leg into your arms. Shoulders roll back, sternum lifts. Breathe. Set it on down. Shake out your legs. Very good. Okay, getting closer back down to the mat. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold. Come on down. Fingertips on the mat. Come into your plank pose. And downward facing dog. From here, coming into that pigeon. So take your left knee and bring it all the way up on the inside of that left wrist. Setting it down for your pigeon. So left knee, inside of your left wrist. Untuck those back toes. And staying here in the base of your pigeon, sinking in. As you wish, you can kind of melt on down. Relaxing in your pigeon. So here in your pigeon pose, we often want to start going places, like our mind wants to start traveling and thinking about things. So just be present where you are. Close your eyes, find your breath, listening to the sound of your breath, calm and gentle. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Four or five more breaths in your pigeon. Relax, enjoy it. Just breathe, dissolve, and soften. If you're on those forearms or on those hands all the way down, kind of making your way back up, propping yourself back up here into the base of that pigeon. Technically, I guess it's half pigeon, but okay. So take those back toes, tucking them, and go ahead and slow, coming on, back,
Downward facing dog. Paddling it out in your down dog. Getting some life into those legs. This is another one of those moments where maybe a traditional downward facing dog doesn't work quite so well because we want to kind of pump out those feet to get some life back into your legs. All right, so next side, right knee comes all the way up on the inside of that right wrist. Untuck your toes behind you. And getting set up here in your pigeon, making sure back foot's nice and straight. And as you please, gently sinking on down, relaxing in your pigeon. Just breathe, soften, dissolve. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Remember, if your mind starts to wander, you always have that breath, your intention to come back to. So just soften, relax. As you like, slow, come back up to the base of your pigeon. Tuck your back toes and downward facing dog. Pedal it out, walk it out. Bring life back into your legs. And lower down to your knees, tabletop, once more. And then lower down to your forearms. You can interlace your fingers if you wish, tucking those toes, lifting your hips up, coming into your dolphin pose. So dolphin has a lot of similarities to down dog, focusing on that flat back and raising your tailbone, pushing with those arms as well. Soft knees, flat back, just breathe. And lower on down. Untuck your toes. Forearms flat on the mat. And you can keep your toes tucked or untuck them however you like, pushing it back into that puppy pose. Relax. Shift your weight forward, coming back. Excellent work. And then sitting back on your heels, brief thunderbolt. Feel free to get a sip of water, whatever you like. Heading towards the end of our class here, but still one more short restorative posture to really seal things in. So go ahead and just slouch onto your left side over here. Just slouching on over. Find yourself kind of in the center of your mat. And then take this right leg, bring it up and around, coming into your cow face posture, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now, you really want to try to have your knees stacked on top of one another as best as you can, but if you cannot and one's kind of off like mine is here, that's okay. Staying here in the base of your cow face, and then inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, hinge forward just a little. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge. So keep breathing, keep staying here in your cow face. I think cow face really helps to get into our hips and our glutes and all those juicy muscles there. And this helps with further stages of your down dog, because at first I think it's more about being able to allow your kind of neck to relax and your shoulders to be, in the right place. And then as you become more flexible, you can start to get into those hamstrings in your down dog. But we need to kind of allow some of those muscles in our hips and our glutes to loosen up as well if we want our hamstrings to be loose as well. So everything's connected. So kind of almost, it seems like every posture you do in yoga helps another 3 to 5 postures. Just, it's how it always works. So remember, inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, hinge forward. Staying present, staying aware. And coming on back. All right, so go ahead and, this is going to be a weird transition, I know, but it works, I promise. Place both of your hands down on the left side edge of your mat. You're going to pick yourself up just a little bit, and you're going to spin around on the balls of your feet. So just trust me. So your right knee is on top right now, but as we do this, the other knee is going to come on top. So go ahead and pick yourself up, spin around, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, spin around, spin around, spin around, and then sitting on down. So now our left knee is on top and our right knee is on bottom. So if this just got you
completely turned around and twisted up, then that's fine. Find yourself in your cow face with your left knee on top and your right knee on bottom. Hold here, and same thing as before. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge. Breath is everything, staying with it. Very good. Okay, coming back up. And then from here, take this left leg and bring it on out beside you, just kind of like you're slouching over like we were before. And find yourself in that tabletop. Wag it out, shake it out, move around. Okay. Coming into our very last down dog of class. So we're going to be in down dog for 10 full breaths after we get into it really nice. So first find yourself in that plank pose. High on those toes, shoulders slightly over those wrists. And don't move your hands or your feet. Coming back into your down dog. Again, spreading those fingertips wide, soft knees, lift that tailbone, push with those forearms, flat back. 10 breaths, breathe. 9 more to go. 8 more, stay with it. Neck is relaxed, tailbone lifts, strong arms, keep with your breath. At least 5 more breaths to go in your down dog. Two more. Weight shifts forward into that plank and then lower all the way down to the mat. Untuck your toes. Bring your hands down along beside you and relax. Left or right ear on the mat, whichever one you like. As you please, rolling onto your back for that first Shavasana. Hands fall out, feet fall out. Relax, just breathe. And go ahead and just hug your knees on in, giving you a little space here in that low back. You can kind of waddle back and forth if you wish. And place both feet down on the mat, and fingertips touching those heels. Waddle your shoulder blades in as you lift your hips on up, coming into your bridge pose.
hold in your bridge, breathe. Envisioning that belly button, the highest point on your body. Come on down. Excellent work. Okay, so knees are still bent, but bring your left leg on down and then allow this right knee to fall on out here in kind of your modified tree pose. Your sleeping tree pose. I don't think that's actually a name, I just made it up right now. But you know, it's hard to imagine posture names like Wild Thing was actually a pose 3,000 years ago. I really doubt it. So if this is called Sleeping Tree, cool. If not, maybe it's just a modified Shavasana. Wherever you are, just breathe, just relax. You can maybe place one of your hands on that leg to help guide it down. Whatever feels best for you. And slowly, slowly picking that knee back up and swapping your legs out. So bring that right leg down and then your left knee, bring it on out to the side. Opening up those hips. Just breathe, relax. Dissolving, nowhere to go, nowhere to be. Class is coming towards an end, so just being present and patient where you are. As you wish, go ahead and pick up that left knee, bringing it on back into neutral. Right hand, or right leg comes up to meet it, so both knees are bent. Go ahead and coming into your happy baby, so bring those feet on up, hands grab for the outside edges of your feet, and gently rocking back and forth, your happy baby. Setting your feet on down, knees are still bent, and then allow your legs to separate, coming into your gentle pose, your butterfly, your reclined bound angle, reclined cobbler's pose. There's many names for this posture. Hands can be wherever you like, on your hips here, or maybe bring them up overhead, whichever one you enjoy best. And from here,
finding yourself in your final Shavasana. Feet fall out, hands fall out. Just relax. Plenty of time left in your Shavasana. Going through some very simple breath work. Inhale through your nose, slow, slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't let your air rush out. Exhale out your nose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow, slow inhale through your nose. Inhale 1, 3, 4, 5, and slow out your nose. 5, 4, 2, 1. Inhale through your nose. Slowly, slowly, don't let your air rush out. Exhale out your nose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale through your nose, keep going. Slow, steady, calm and controlled breaths, nothing quick. Soft, gentle exhales. Letting all the benefits from your practice today marinate and soak on in. Staying exactly where you are, or if you wish, wiggling your fingertips, wiggling your toes. You can stay here in your Shavasana if you like, pressing yourself on up so that we can bow together. Thanking each and every one of you so much for being here. I tremendously appreciate it. From my heart to all of yours, you are amazing, magnificent human beings in the right place, capable and strong. Namaste.